If you are an expat nurse and you feel burnout, like you feel really exhausted, you would like just to vanishing because you really can't take anymore, you go enough, but you're not able to find an escape door, stay with me because today we're going to talk about burnout, and at the end of this video you will have some action and steps to put in place to help yourself and hit burnout. Hi, I am Nurse Dina and this is Nurses Move, the channel dedicated to the nurses who want to move abroad. I am an expat nurse and like you, sometimes I feel that I have enough, but I want to do the disclaimer before we go ahead. This is absolutely not a medical advice. If you really feel that you need to talk with some specialist, please do it. Because if you really feel that you have enough, if you really feel that it's too much for you, please go and find a specialist that can help you. Now, first of all, I want to give you the definition of the burnout. Burnout is a state of emotional, mental, and also physical exhaustion brought on by prolonged and repeated stress, though it's most often caused by problems at work. It can also appear in other areas of life, as parenting, caretaking, or romantic relationship. Today I'm going to give you 5 steps you can put in place for each burnout and restore yourself. In order to do these steps, you can put in place some action or technique. We're going to sit together. So first step to do, you have to refocus. You have to refocus on your life. You have to sit down in a quiet place and you have to understand what's going on and give a name on everything is going on in your life in this moment. Even if the problem comes from your work, you have to think about all the aspects of your life. You have to think about your work and your job. You have to think about your relationship with family and friends. You have to think about your body, your health, your physical health and your mental health. And you have to understand is what you are doing is worth for you. Or if you can cross something that just make you busy but really not help yourself. Second step, you have to remember yourself, who you are. And this is mean where you come from, what you have overcome, and you have to recheck your past to understand all the problem you overcome, of the difficulty you've overcome, and all the succeed you've done. Third step, you have to remember yourself, your why, and your purpose. Why you're doing what you're doing, and if you are enjoying what you're doing. What you are doing is really what you want to do it. Sometimes we make ourselves too much busy that we forgot what we really want to do. So yes, remember your why. First step, forgive yourself. You are worthy, you are enough. So everything you've done is good. Everything you've done in your past is done and it was worthy, it was good. So you no need to demonstrate. So please forgive yourself and try to find peace. First step, of course, take care of yourself. Give yourself some cuddle. Love yourself. Because yes, you can have a lot of people who love you, but the important thing is you love yourself. So give your cuddle, give your love, enjoy yourself. So in order to do these 5 steps, we have some action technique that we have to put in place. First of all, if you think that is work the place where the most stress comes from, for sure you have to take a vacation. A vacation that doesn't mean necessarily go in another country, because during pandemic it's quite hard actually. But for sure you have to take annual leave. So you can kind of have a vacation, like do some little trip in some country. Now this is possible. But you actually can enjoy yourself, take a break from work, staying at home. So you can find a lot of activity to do at home. If you cannot take a vacation and a leave, you should think about taking sick leave. Now, this is under discussion, especially in some country. But you have to remember that when you feel unwell, maybe you've got fever, or you've got tummy ache, or you've got anything is happening on your body, you taking sick leave, isn't it? Okay, you have to take the same responsibility and the same understanding where you have a lot of stress, because your mental health deserve the same attention of your physical health. So please, if you think that your stress is really enough that justify sick leave, so please take sick leave if you cannot take annual leave. Second action you have to put in place, you have to find a release. Now, the release can be in different form. You can go to the spa, or you can have a spa at home. You can do some art, you can do some paint, some recreation activity, you can play music, you can sing, you can go to the museum, because actually art is very important for our mental health, because art nourishes ourselves, because nourish our soul and our brain. In fact, it's used by some health professional in order to help mental health patients. Another action, you have to take a plenty of sleep, plenty of rest. You have to nourish your body. You have to sleep enough, exercise, eat and drink well. And of course, you have to take a break from caffeine and alcohol. You actually have to take a break from everything is toxic for your body and for your brain. And you have to try to detox your body and your brain. You have to relax yourself, and this is help you to refocus actually. And in order to refocus, you have to meditate, for example, or pray. So depending of your belief or the technique you want to put in place, you have different technique of meditation, and you've got different religion and belief. So it's up to you which one you want to use. But sit down, close your eyes, really just deep breathing. This is really help you to focus on your body and forgot all the negative thought that you can have on your brain and give you stress, anxiety. If you need to take away everything you've gone inside your soul, inside your brain, you really need to have a discussion with somebody close to you, and you can tell him, tell her what's going on. If you're concerned about something, if you feel unwell, you need to express yourself, and you have to be open and tell everything you need to say. Now, if you haven't got somebody you think is very close to you, who you can tell everything about, you don't need to tell to anybody actually. You can writing down a letter to your future self, for example, or you can write a diary. So you're going to put outside yourself all the negative thought, and you can start to give them a name, start to understand where they come from, because when you're able to understand where your problem comes from, you actually are able to find a solution. Also, if you're really not able to take a sick leave or a vacancy, an annual leave, you can talk with your manager, and you can ask your manager to change your responsibility. This is mean we are nurses and we work in the ward. We got different specialties, so sometimes it's not really easy to move from one specialty to another specialty, but you can speak with your manager and with another ward manager, so maybe they can find a solution to move you from one ward to another ward. Or you can do administrative job for a little while, or you can ask to speak with your occupational health office in order to find a way to do a less physical job, because sometimes it's not just the mental and it's not the psychological things that happen at work. Sometimes it's just the physical things that you have to do at work that make you very exhausted and that you have enough. Another action that I feel I can suggest you is make the work more funny and more enjoyable. Let's say try to find a way to make your work more interesting. Now, we really know that a good mood helps patients healing faster, but sometimes we are the first who are not very happy. So how can we help our patients if we're not able to help ourselves first? Okay, if we want to raise the mood, if we want good vibe in our world, and especially if we got very friendly team colleagues who are very supportive and friendly, we can ask them to have a job to make their work happier and easier. So, for example, we can pick a word, and every time one health professional say that word, maybe you can start singing something, or make a clap, or make a little dance, something that make you, your patients, your colleagues happy, and so can relieve stress. By the way, let me know if you got some more suggestions. More we share and more we can help each other. We are nurses, and this is a community of expat nurses or of nurses who want to move abroad. So please help each other. I'm curious about which technique or action you put in place to relieve stress and to hit burnout. We really need to help each other, especially at work. And if we have the chance to make a fun outside the work, please, we have to do it because it's really, really important. Establish a great teamwork. Good vibe always helps. But don't go away soon. Check it out those two videos before you go. Thank you very much to stay with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please, if you did, give me a thumbs up. Leave down a comment. Let me know what you're thinking about. And I hope I see you in the next video. Bye. Thank you very much.